line. If we say edge, we mean a line. And face is each one of the triangles, not of the triangles, each one of the sides of the shape. Like in a, let's draw a so that you wouldn't think only about the tetrahedron. If we have a cube, okay, like you know, if you go to a casino and you throw a dice, okay, so the dice is really a cube. It's the shape of a cube. It's made of squares, okay, 6 squares. Cube. If someone is interested, the ancient Greeks called the cube hexahedron. Okay, hexa means 6. Okay, so tetra means, I guess, well, I don't know if it's 3 or 4, so I won't say, I don't want to make mistakes, but hexa positively means 6, and they called a cube hexahedron. Okay, so if we have a cube, okay, let's say they meet in the middle. I'm not much of a painter, but this is a cube, okay? So a cube has how many edges? 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4, okay? It has 12 edges, okay? 4, 4, and 4. 12 edges. And each one is an edge. How many vertices? One vertex. How, like here also there's one vertex and vertex and vertex. And how many vertices does a cube have? Let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so a cube has 8 vertices. How many faces does a cube have? Well, if you went to a casino and you throw a dice, it can fall on one of 6 sides, right? So each side is called a face. How many faces there are? 6 faces, 6 sides of the dice, of the cube. So let's say here, this is one of the faces of the cube. Okay, so now, in the same way, I'm just erasing so I can show you the other Platonic solids, shapes that are like the tetrahedron and are like the cube. The cube is made, all the sides, all the faces of the cube are made of squares, okay, 6 squares, they are all the same, okay, so it's like beautiful. The same way a tetrahedron is made from triangles, and all the sides, all the faces are the same, so it's also beautiful. And this kind of beautiful 3D shapes, 3D, these shapes we call polyhedra, but polyhedra are also like the pyramids in Egypt, where they have a square base and triangle walls. So it's not that beautiful. But the beautiful ones that has all the sides from the same shape, a triangle or a square, these shapes are called platonic solids. Okay, so I'll write it and I'll show you which platonic solids the Greeks found. They found all of them. We're just going to see. Okay. So, the platonic solids named after Plato was the most famous from the Greek philosophers and scientists. Platonic solids. Just a quick anecdote about Plato. Plato, in ancient Greek, made the first academy. This is why universities and stuff like this are called academy, after Plato's academy. And Plato said, Plato, and on the most famous perhaps Greek philosopher, and on the entrance to the academy he wrote, let there enter no one who doesn't know geometry. If you don't know geometry, you can't enter. You must know geometry to enter. Okay? So this is how Plato thought of this, like very, very important. And today we know that it's important, but they only knew it because they felt that it was beautiful. Then it wasn't like useful for anything. Today we use platonic solids all the time in chemistry and different areas, but then they just felt that it's something important and beautiful. They also thought that each one of the platonic solids from for example the tetrahedron, the triangle pyramid, or the square, not the square, the cube, the shape of the dice, and a few that we will show now, they thought that each of them represent one of the elements of nature, like fire, water, air, earth. The Greek had a few elements, and today we know that some of the molecules in chemistry look like platonic solids, so maybe it wasn't, like, of course they didn't know it, but it's interesting to think about it, that they had something. Okay. So platonic solids, two of them we already know. The tetrahedron, I just want to draw it in a good way as much as possible. So I will look in Wikipedia how they draw it.